My project is about food and chemistry, so for my project, I'm going to be talking about the chemical reactions in food. Okay?
Food and science are hugely related. Many chemical reactions take place as you prepare or mix certain foods. We will look at two examples in my project. One is bread rising, and two is the reaction between Diet Coke and Mentos. Experiment 1. Yeast and its effect on bread. Our first ingredient is yeast. It is a fungi. Our second ingredient is dough. The question is, when you make bread, the dough rises. Why does this happen? Yeast is a single-celled fungi that feasts on sugar. When exposed to water and heat, yeast activate. They then begin to feed on and digest the sugars in the bread. This bread has been placed in the oven. As the bread warms, the yeast cells go on overdrive, eating away at the sugars and releasing carbon dioxide, a gas, into the bread before they die. This expelling of carbon dioxide causes the bread to rise, and it is filled with gas bubbles. Experiment 2. The chemical reaction between Diet Coke and Mentos. Our first ingredient is Diet Coke, and our second one is Mentos.
Alright, so for my project, I'm going to be using two popular consumer items, Diet Coke, 2-liter bottle, and Mentos, the mint kind. And I'm going to be using this basket, so try to catch some of the reaction, so it won't make too much of a mess in here. Alright, so those are my materials, and let's get started. Okay, so I moved the experiment down to the floor because I don't want it to make a big mess. And so now I'm going to hand the camera over to my brother. Alright, hold on a second. Okay, so here we have the Mentos. And okay, let's do this. I'm going to put the Coke. I'm going to 5 Mentos. I'm going to simply slide it down into this Coke, Diet Coke bottle. And I'm going to hope it doesn't squirt up in my face. Alright, so here's the Mentos. Okay, you ready? Mentos, and this is how the bottle looks. Now, it's all bubbles and foam and yep. Alright, so that's it.
When you drop the Mentos into the soda, the gelatin and gum arabic from the dissolving candy break the surface tension. This disrupts the water mesh so that it takes less work to expand and form new bubbles. Each Mentos candy has 1,000 tiny pits all over the surface. These tiny pits are called nucleation sites, perfect places for carbon dioxide bubbles to form. As soon as the Mentos hit the soda, bubbles form all over the surface of the candy. The Mentos candy are heavy and sink to the bottom of the bottle. When all this gas is released, it pushes all of the liquid up and out of the bottle, thus creating pressure for this soda fountain.